Hello children, so let us see a new chapter in this class. Okay, so in part 2 textbook, okay, in part 2 textbook you have the chapters polynomials, quadratic equations and trigonometry and then surface areas and volumes. Okay, so in this polynomials madam is taking and then trigonometry is also there. Trigonometry also madam is taking, and I am taking surface areas and volumes, and then so let us see in this class surface areas and volumes. Okay, so here you know about the figures. Okay, you know about the figures. So we have to draw a figure on a paper. So we have two-dimensional figure in a plain sheet. Okay, and we have to draw a three-dimensional figure also. So how many dimensional we have? Two-dimensional figure and three-dimensional figure. So in a two-dimensional figure, okay. So in a two-dimensional figure, how many properties are there? That is length and breadth of is there for two-dimensional plain figure. Okay. So a plain figure is having only two dimensions. Okay. So that is, we can say it is a length and breadth. Okay. Or we can say side into side, or length and breadth. So if we can take it as a triangle, means we have to take three sides, or height and base. Okay, so that is base into height, or we have to take three sides of a triangle also. Okay, so that is a two-dimensional figures, you all know. Okay, and then we have to talk about areas and volumes. Okay, we have to find out area and volumes. We have to find area and volumes means we have a three dimensions of a figure. Three dimensions of a figure. So what are the three dimensions? We want length, height and as well as, so length, breadth as well as, length, breadth and as well as height. Okay. So in a two-dimensional figure we have length and breadth. Length and breadth. Okay, so this is a two-dimensional figure. See, this is a two-dimensional figure, rectangle. Okay, two-dimensional figure, rectangle. Here we got length, L, and height or breadth. Okay, length and breadth. Okay, we have length and breadth of the two-dimensional figure. So we have to find out the area of a two-dimensional figure. We want to find out the area of this rectangle. What is the formula? Length into breadth. That is L into B. Okay. So if we have a three-dimensional figure, we want to find out the area of the cuboid. Area of a cuboid. Cuboid is a three-dimensional figure. Here we want one more measurement, that is height. Okay, so here we have to draw. Okay, we have to draw a cuboid. So here in this cuboid, the area of this cuboid. Okay, so here we want this measurement, height, h. So this is breadth, no? So here in a cuboid we have, this is breadth and this is height. Okay, height, length and breadth. Okay, so breadth we have, and here we have a length. Okay, so height. So length into B into h. That is length into breadth into height. Length into breadth into height. So here we have three measurements to find out the area, okay, and volumes of the three-dimensional figures. Okay. So here, for example, the three-dimensional figures are cuboids, cubes, cones, cylinders, okay, and sphere. These are all three-dimensional figures. Okay, the thickness we have to find out in the three-dimensional figures to find out the areas and volume of the figures, three-dimensional figures. Okay, and the three-dimensional figures is said to be a solid figure, and it occupies space, okay, and it occupies space also, okay, that is volume, okay. So examples of cuboids. So you all know children, that is you learned in your earlier classes I think. So I don't want to say here the examples of these three-dimensional figures, or directly I enter into your subject, okay. So the examples you all know how the cuboids is like, and how the cubes are there, and how the cylinders and how the cones are there. Examples you all know in your earlier classes, that is 9th standard, surface areas and volumes, okay. So then we move on to the chapter directly, okay. So here, look, while entering into the chapter, let us learn about the conversion factors, okay. Conversion factors, the conversion of the measurements, okay. So we are measuring this in your meters or kilometers or liters, okay. So any other measurements, okay. Let us see about the conversions here, okay. You all know that also, but also I have to remember now, okay. I have to remember now. See, conversions of the measurements, okay. Conversions of the measurements, that is 1 meter, okay. 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. This is the main first thing, okay. So 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter. 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter, okay. Again this we have to write in the areas, okay. So how to write the units of the area. Units of the area is units square, okay. So area we have to write perimeter. See, when writing perimeter, the measurement is unit. Is it right? Unit. And when writing area, we have write unit square. Unit square. And we have to write a volume, okay. So volume we have to write a unit cube. So in any unit we have to write like this. So if we have a meter, so okay, meter we have to write in the perimeter, and in area we have to write unit square, so that is meter square, and in a volume unit cube, that we can write it as meter cube, okay. So this is the conversion of the measurements. Conversion of the measurements. Here how to convert the meter into meter square, okay. So that is meter, 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. We have to convert this meter into centimeter. If we have a meter square, 1 meter square of land, okay, we have a 1 meter square of land, that we have to convert into centimeters. How to convert? See, 1 meter square equals to 100 centimeter into 100 centimeter. Okay, see, if we have 1 meter, we have 100 centimeter. So we have to convert 1 meter square into centimeter. We have to convert 1 meter square as 100 centimeter into 100 centimeter. Okay, as the same, we have meter cube. So 1 meter cube equals to 100 centimeter into 100 centimeter into 100 centimeter. Okay, so we have to convert like this. Okay, so 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. So 1 meter square equals to 100 centimeter into 100 centimeter. 1 meter cube equals to 100 centimeter into 100 centimeter into 100 centimeter. We have to convert like this. Okay, so if we have the conversion like this, okay, so here we have centimeter into centimeter. So 100 into 100 centimeter square. Here we have 100 into 100 into 100 into 100 into centimeter cube. Okay, so we have the conversions like this. Okay, I'll send these conversions also notes through WhatsApp. Okay, so revise that. First, you learn these conversions and formulas of the surface areas and volumes of all the shapes, and then you move on to the sums, okay, problems in this chapter. Okay, so formulas is very important in this chapter. First, learn the formulas of these of all the shapes, figures which is given in this chapter. Okay, so these are the conversions here. Okay, then we have a kilometer. So 1 kilometer equals to 1000 meter. 1 kilometer equals to 1000 meter. Okay, 1 kilometer equals to 1000 meter. And then 1 hectare. 1 hectare equals to 10 to the power of 4 meter square. Okay, so 1 hectare equals to 10 to the power of 4 means 1 into 4 zeros, that we can say 10,000 also. So 10 to the power of 4 meter square. This can be keep it in your mind very easily. If I am telling 10,000 means, if I go tell 10,000 means you can't keep it in your mind. Okay, so 1 hectare equals to 10 to the power of 4 meter square. Okay, 1 hectare equals to 10 to the power of 4 meter square. It is easy to keep it in your mind. Okay, so then 1 kilometer equals to 1000 meter and 1 hectare equals to 10 to the power of 4 meter square. Okay, and then 1 acre. Okay, so 1 acre equals to 10 square meter square. Okay, 1 acre equals to 10 square meter square. Okay, 10 square meter square. 10 square meter square. Okay, so these are the conversion factors of the measurements. These are the conversion factors of the measurements. Okay, so I send through the that is formulas through the WhatsApp. Learn first that and then we move on to the problems. Okay, so let us see the first problem in this chapter, that is example 1. Okay, so example 1. So here we have to find the area. Okay, so that is Rashid got a plain top. Okay, Rashid got a plain top as his birthday present. Okay, you all know what is mean by top. Okay, so what is mean by top? So it is looking like this. So one cone is under that and one hemisphere is closing on the cone. Okay, so Rashid got a plain top as his birthday present. So which surprisingly had no color on it. Okay, so had surprisingly is seeing the top, so it is not color on it. Okay, so then he wanted to color it with his crayons. The top is shaped like a cone. Okay, the top is shaped like a cone and surrounded by a hemisphere. Okay, this is a top and top is look like a cone and surrounded by a hemisphere. Okay, so the entire top is 5 centimeter. The entire top is 5 centimeter in height. The entire top is 5 centimeter. Okay, so the entire top, the height of this top is 5 centimeter in height. Okay, and then it is given the top is shaped like a cone and surrounded by a hemisphere. The entire top is 5 centimeter in height and the diameter of the top is 3.5 centimeter. Okay, so the diameter of the top is 3.5 centimeter. The diameter of the top is 3.5 centimeter. 3.5 centimeter. Okay, and then find the area he has to color. Find the area he has to color. Okay, so here we have that is pi equals to pi value is given in your question. Pi equals to 22 by 7. Pi equals to 22 by 7. Okay, so here we have to find out the formula, that is we have to find out the area of color of he has to color this figure. Okay, so here that is the formula of area of hemisphere and the formula of area of a cone. The formula of area of cone and the formula of area of hemisphere. Okay, so what is the formula he has to find out? Okay, so the area of top equals to, okay, the area of top equals to, that is surface area. Okay, CSA of hemisphere and CSA of cone. Okay, that is curved surface area of hemisphere first and then curved surface area of cone. Okay, if we have to find out surface area means, okay, we have like this. The hemisphere is like this. Is it right? The hemisphere is like like this. So this is surface area of hemisphere. Surface area of hemisphere. But we have only this space. Okay, we have only the area of this. Okay, not this one. Okay, so this is curved surface area. Okay, curved surface area. Not a total surface area of hemisphere. Is it right? Understood, children? So only the curved surface area of hemisphere, not this. Okay. If we have a total surface area of hemisphere means we have the formulas different. Okay. So here we have only the curved surface area of hemisphere. Surface area of sphere is pi r 4 pi r square. Okay. If we have a hemisphere 2 pi r square. So in that also we have only a curved surface area. Okay. So here area of top. Okay. So area of top we have to find out. So area of top equal to CSA, curved surface area of hemisphere. Curved surface area of hemisphere plus CSA of cone. Okay. So cone is also we have this part. Is it right now? So these two are joining together. Hemisphere and cone is joined together. So we have to find out only the curved surface area of cone. Okay, we have to find out only the curved surface area of cone. So here also CSA of cone. CSA of cone. Okay, CSA of cone. So what is the formula to find out curved surface area of hemisphere? So curved surface area of hemisphere is 2 pi r square. 2 pi r square. 2 pi r square plus curved surface area of cone. Curved surface area of cone is pi r l. Okay, pi r l. So here we don't know l of this. Okay, so here this is height. Okay, so this we can say height. Okay, and this is slant height L. Slant height L. Okay, so what is the formula to find out slant height L? So L equals to h square plus r square. H square plus r square. So L equals to root of h square plus r square. Root of h square plus r square. So from this method we have to find out the the L, slant height L. So from where we have this formula? From where we have this formula? By Pythagoras property. Okay, remember children, by Pythagoras property. So this looks like a right angle triangle. This is like a right angle triangle. See, this is height and this is r and this is L. Okay. We want L means L square equals to h square plus r square. L square equals to h square plus r square. Is it right? So by Pythagoras property, we can say L square equals to h square plus r square. So L equals to root of h square plus r square. Okay, understood children? So here we have the total height of this cone. Is it right? So from this we have to find out the height of the cone. Total height of top we have. Okay. From this we have to find out height of cone. Okay. So how to find out? So the diameter is 3.5 centimeter. Okay. The diameter of the hemisphere is 3.5 centimeter. So from this we have a radius of the hemisphere. So that radius of hemisphere, this is also a radius of hemisphere. Is it right? So this radius we have to subtract it from the total height of the top. So we have the height of the cone. Understood children? So here we know the diameter of the hemisphere, the diameter of the cone. From this we have to find out the radius of the hemisphere. So the radius of the hemisphere is same in all the directions. You know that now. So here the radius is, we want to find out radius and we want to minus from this total height of the top. So from that we have to find out the radius of the hemisphere and also height of the cone. Okay, height of the cone. Okay, so see, now we have the radius we want to find out. So R equals to D by 2. So what is the diameter equal to here? 3.5 by 2 centimeter. So 3.5 by 2 we have 1.75 centimeter. 1.75 centimeter. So R equals to 1.75 centimeter. So we want to find out the height of the cone. So height of cone. Height of cone equals to 5 centimeter minus 1.75 centimeter. 5 centimeter minus 1.75 centimeter. So that is equals to 5 minus 1.75. That is 3.25 centimeter. So here we have 5 centimeter is the total height of the top. From that we have to subtract the height of the hemisphere, that is radius of the hemisphere. We have to subtract it from 5 centimeter. So 5 minus 1.75 centimeter, that is equals to 3.25 centimeter. Okay, 3.25 centimeter. So we know the R. Okay, that is radius is 1.75. Okay, radius of cone is 1.75. Radius of cone and radius of hemisphere both are same. Okay, both are in the same base. So we have radius of cone is 1.75 centimeter and the height of cone is 3.25 centimeter. So we have to find out L now. Okay, so L equals to root of h square. H of the height of the cone is 3.25 square. 3.25 square plus R square. R is 1.75 square. Okay, so here 3.25 square. Okay, what is 3.25 square? So square multiply 3.25 into 3.25. Okay, the answer is 10.56. Okay, 10.56 plus root of. Okay, plus 1.75 into 1.75. You have 3.06. 3.06. Okay, so then you have to add this. Okay, so you have to add these two. So L equals to root of 10.56 plus 3.306. Okay, you have 13.96. 13.62. Okay, so L equals to root of 13.62 centimeter. So L equals to, we have to remove this square root. Okay, we have to remove the square root. You have 3.6905. 3.6905. Okay, so we have to count this as 3.7 centimeter. 3.7 centimeter. Okay, so here we have L, H and R. Is it right? So R equals to 1.75 centimeter and H equals to 3.25 centimeter and L equals to 3.7 centimeter. Okay, so we found the radius, height and the slant height L also. Okay, now we have to substitute here in the formula. Okay, so here 2 into. So what is the value of pi? It is given in your question, 22 by 7. Okay, 22 by 7 into R square. So what is R here? 1.75 square. Okay, plus pi value 22 by 7 into R value 1.75 into L is 3.7. Okay, so we have to simplify this. We have, then after we get the solution, final solution. Okay, so here, so before the substituting, okay, sorry children, before the substituting we have to simplify the formula. Okay, if we have to simplify the formula, we have easily substitute, we are easily getting the solution. Okay, so before this we have to take out commonly pi into r. So right, pi r we are taking commonly outside and we have 2r plus l. Okay, 2r plus l. So pi value 22 by 7 into r is 1.75 into 2 into 1.75 plus 3.7. Okay, so now we have cancellation. 7 ones are 7. Here 7 twos are 14. 0.2. Okay, 14. Balance 3, 35. So 7 5s are 35. So 0.25. So 22 into 0.25 into 2 into 1.75. Okay, that is 2 into 1.75, 3.5. 2 into 1.75, 3.5 plus 3.7. Okay, so 22 into 0.25. 22 into 0.25, you have 5.5. Okay, so 5.5 into 3.5 plus 3.7, that is 7.2. Okay, so we have 7.2. So now 5.5 into 7.5, 5.5 into 7.2, that is equals to 39.6. 39.6 centimeter. Here you have to find out area. So area means unit square, centimeter square. Okay, so therefore we have to, that is Rashid has to color the top, that is area of the top is 39.6 centimeter square. Okay, understood children? Okay, so based on this you have the problems. Try it yourself. I have to solve all the problems in this video classes. Okay, so try it yourself in your rough notebook. Okay, I'll send through the